Hi everybody, this is Prasant Naidu here from Lighthouse Insights, and welcome to our weekly show where we talk about major social network updates, something interesting to data for the marketers. The first update is related to Facebook and Facebook's continuous fight with fake news. Earlier this year, Facebook actually launched third-party fact checkers to stop the fake news proliferation on its platform. It didn't do that great. So now Facebook has gone one step ahead and it has decided to ban pages that publish fake news. And this ban is basically that these pages will not be allowed to serve ads and make money from the Facebook traffic. While this is an interesting move, Facebook hasn't clarified that how many posts of fake news will actually give the publisher a ban. But there is a tweak here. Once the publisher decides to stop publishing fake news, it's once again applicable to use the Facebook ad platform. But what happens if the publication starts again putting fake news? Facebook has not clarified or given any answers to that kind of a question. While there are unanswered questions, but one cannot doubt the motives behind Facebook for fake news. According to Facebook, it is working on 3 strategies to stop fake news. The first strategy is disrupting the economic incentives. Second is developing products that will stop fake news. And third, educating the users and letting them make informed decisions. This latest move obviously falls in the first strategy, which is disrupting the economic incentives. Moving on, let's talk about the second recent development that happened this week, which is related to Google and its publishers. According to the development, Google has launched an Adsense user first beta program. Last week, Google actually sent very few limited invites to publishers from the Adsense and AdMob network. Basically, this beta program is aimed to publishers who value user experience. So the goal of this program is basically to give publishers more revenue by showing less but effective and targeted ads. Google is defining the entire good user experience on 3 parameters. Number 1 is the measuring the site speed, how fast the speed loads. Second is the ad layouts, which of the ads are generating higher clicks. And the third is that it's also considering low rates of users muting the ads on their site. So, however, there is a fix in this. If a publisher applies for this program, it can only use Google AdSense as a network, ad network. It cannot use any other ad exchange or ad network. I think this is going to be interesting for the medium and small publishers who are struggling to make money. This latest move obviously falls into the Google's overall strategy, which it is pushing for better ad standards quality in the industry. Let's move on to the third news. This is a big news for Indian marketers. WhatsApp for Business has started rolling out. Last week, TechCrunch actually reported first saying that WhatsApp is giving verified profile to business users. The company says that the businesses it is working with is going to get a green tick. Basically what it means that the number that is provided to WhatsApp is a business number, and it can communicate with customers, etc. like that. 2 days after this news was reported by TechCrunch, Factor Daily actually reported that WhatsApp for Business in India has been rolled out with players like Book My Show, Ola, Oyo Rooms. According to the report, Book My Show right now is integrating confirmations of ticket booking via WhatsApp. While I haven't booked any weekend shows with Book My Show, so I'm not aware of this messaging confirmation alert, but there has been a tweet by a user who has actually showed that how WhatsApp is being used by Book My Show. While it's a very simple integration, according to sources, it is being said that Book My Show is going to see how commerce and payments is going to be integrated. Oyo Room and Ola are also using WhatsApp. Again, it's not been confirmed by the companies, but it's being said that they are going to use it for invoices or one-time passwords. So basically these are the services which are going to basically replicate your SMSs. But going forward, I think there is a lot going to happen in WhatsApp, and WhatsApp payments is something that's going to be very interesting in the coming days. Now let's move to a very interesting data set that has come across last week. According to this data, listen to this data first. 40% of consumers want emails from brands to be less promotional and more informative. This data is the findings from Adobe's consumer email survey, which was released last week. And the survey took in consideration of 1,000+ white-collared workers. There's another interesting set of findings in this report is that 34% of consumers report frustration when brands recommend items via email that do not match their preferences. These are some interesting findings that marketers should look at and try to learn from it. Before I say bye to you and end up this show, why don't you try to block Mark Zuckerberg and his wife Priscilla on Facebook? Let me know if you can block them on Facebook. That's all, guys. Thank you for listening. If we have created value and given some insights for your time, then please share this video and spread it across your network. And thank you very much for listening. Bye bye. Happy weekend.